Good evening all. Late cooking tonight. Just got home from work. I'm going to be making some cow foot, so I thought I would do a small tutorial. So here I have about 2 pounds and a little bit of cow foot, and I have the ingredients that I'm going to use here. So I'm going to use a teaspoon of adobo, a tablespoon of Maggi all-purpose seasoning, a teaspoon of ground pepper, black pepper, a teaspoon of garlic salt, about 2 tablespoons of Jamaican browning. I'm going to use about 4 or 5 of these crushed, a teaspoon of salt. I have here butter beans, carrot, an onion chopped up, a small one, ginger, a little piece, 2 color sweet pepper, scallion, garlic, hot pepper, and sprigs of thyme. And I will come back and show you. These 2 whole cloves will help to tenderize the meat. And I also have a pack of bouillon. Okay, here I am again. What I did was I added some of the onions, some of the spring onions, some of the garlic, the ginger, and a little bit of the hot pepper, and the allspice, which is the pimento seeds, and some of the thyme. And I put the dry seasoning in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix all this together. By the way, my cow foot was washed. I scraped it and I washed it with vinegar and cold water. And I used also a green lime to wash it off really good. And I'm going to come back and show you. Make sure you don't make your pot too hot when you put in the oil so that it doesn't pop on you. Okay, my little helper is not here today, so I had to go ahead and add in the meat. So I'm just going to go ahead and stir the meat up a little bit and close the pot and let it build up a little steam, which will help it to sweat. And I'll do that till it becomes brown enough, and then I'll add in boiling water. Stay. Alright, so I'm back. So this is what I mean when I say you kind of like just brown it and let the steam build up in there before you put in the water, the boiling water. And you see how it take on that pretty brown color? See how the meat has that pretty brown color? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in my boiling water. And I'm not going to put a whole heap. I'm just going to put enough to cover the cow foot. And I'm going to let it slow cook. And when the water starts to go down, I will add more water. Stay tuned for the rest of the tutorial. The cow foot has been cooking for over 2 hours, and it is nice and tender. If you look, you can see the meat is nice and soft, and you can just take it off the bone. Nice and tender. That's what we want. See, nice and tender. And I'm going to go ahead and add in my seasonings and my beans, and I added the beans now. I'm just going to go ahead and let this cook down for about another 20 minutes or until the carrots and the sweet peppers and stuff are completely soft. Stay tuned. I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you try it. If you have any questions about anything, just leave me a question in the comment, or you can hit me up in my inbox. Have a blessed Sunday evening. Okay, so what I forgot to tell you in the last video, that's why I came back. Okay, see, now it's done. And in order for you to have a nice gravy, you can take about 2 tablespoons or maybe 1.5 tablespoons of flour, all-purpose flour. Or if you have cornstarch and you mix it out with warm water, mix the flour completely out into the water, and then you pour it in, and it'll make sort of like a roux, which we call like a gravy. So it just thickens the gravy up. So this is it. This is the end. This is it finished with the beans and the carrots, sweet peppers, and all that stuff cooked down in it. So that's it. I just had to come back and explain that to you. As I said before, if you have any questions, leave me comments below or in my inbox. Once again, have a good night, and thank you for watching my